afternoon, everyone. My name is Tejaswini. I am IT trainer here. Today I am going to giving the introduction about the computer. First of all, what is mean by a computer? So, computer is nothing but an advanced electronic device that can make raw data as input from the user and process these data under the control of set of instruction called programs and gives these results as a future purposes. And computer can analyze only the binary language. Binary language is a one type of language. It consists of a zeros and ones, and the computer can analyze only the binary language, that is the zeros and ones language, and it can calculate only the numerical and non-numerical calculations, that is arithmetic and logical calculations. So next, the computer is abbreviated as commonly oriented machine, particularly used for technical education and research. And next, coming to the history of the computer, in the 19th century, the English mathematician called Charles Babbage, he is the first father of the computer. In the 19th century, he invented the first computer. There are 5 generation of computers we have. Different generation, different computers we are used. In a first generation we are used vacuum tubes. In a second generation we are used transistors. And in third generation we are used integrated circuits. Fourth generation we are used microprocessors. And fifth generation we are used artificial intelligence technology. So coming to the first generation of computers. So in the first generation of computers we are using the vacuum tubes. Vacuum tubes is in a vacuum tubes technology we are using the machine level language. Machine level language means the computer can analyze only the machine level language, that is zeros and ones language it can analyze. And the main drawback of the first generation of computers is it can analyze, it can calculate only one problem at a time. And next, second generation of computers we are using the transistors. In the place of vacuum tube we have replaced the transistors. And the transistors we are using the symbolic language, that is instructional language we are used. And in the third generation of computers we are using the integrated circuits. The transistors is replaced with the integrated circuits. The integrated circuits is made up of 1000 transistors. The integrated circuits is each integrated circuit is made up of the silicon chips. Why we are using the silicon chips means the cost purpose the silicon chips is very cheap. And in the next generation, in the fourth generation we are using the microprocessor technology. In the microprocessor technology, the integrated circuits are replaced with microprocessors. The one microprocessor is equals to 1000 integrated circuits. It means that each microprocessor is integrated with 1000 integrated circuits. And then finally, the fifth generation computers, artificial intelligence, that is a robotic technology. By using this artificial intelligence, we can make movies, 3D computer animations, and video games, so on, etc. So computer is an essential part of our life. So today technology totally depending upon the computers. Next, these are the characteristics of computers: speed, accuracy, reliability, diligence, automation, convenience, and flexibility. So coming to the first, speed. Speed is nothing but it can calculate 3 to 4 million calculations per second. 1 million is equals to 10 lakhs. So it can calculate 3 to 4 million calculations per second. It does not possible to the human beings. Human beings can calculate only one calculation per second. So when comparing to the human being, the computer can calculate very speedily and effectively. And next, accuracy. Accuracy means it can give the results as a very accurately. And next, reliability. Reliability means trustworthy. If you are giving the input to the same set of input to the number of times, the computer can't get confused, and it does not give the wrong answers. It will give the consistent and exact result. And next, diligence. Diligence is nothing but the computer can't get the lazy. It like human beings, it cannot get lazy. And next, automation. Automation is nothing but the computer can works automatically. Why? Because instructions are stored locally. So that is the main reason the computer can works automatically without human intervention. It works. Next, convenience. Convenience means we can access at any time and anywhere. And next, flexibility. Finally, the flexibility. Flexibility means flexible in nature. We can move from one place to another place. The computer, we can move from one place to another place, like software and hardware, and it is a combination of both. We can move from one place to another place. Now, these are the different kinds of characteristics of computers. So computer is an essential part of our life. Next, these are the different kinds of applications. Different kinds of applications we are using nowadays. Airlines. These are the two different kinds of applications: airlines and railway reservations. By using the computer, we can book the tickets on online for ticketing and reserving the seat. And next, medical diagnostics. Medical diagnostics means for scanning and X-ray purposes we are using the computers in medical diagnostics. And weather forecasting. Weather forecasting means to predict the future weather purposes we are using the computers. And next, payment of telephone and the electricity bill. Nowadays we are using different kinds of application for transferring money from one place to another place, like Google Pay, Paytm, so on, etc. And next, banking services like crediting and debiting the money from one place to another place. And cartoon films, 3D animation pictures, so on, etc. And space research for calculating the speed and velocity purposes we are using the computers. And next, creation of blueprints for houses. Nowadays we are using watching different kinds of houses, different models of houses we are using. By using the computers, we can modeling the different kinds of houses for different purposes. And these are the different kinds of applications. So finally, the computer plays a very, very essential part in our life. So many more unbelievable things are yet to come. So thank you everyone.